Well, right back to the markets, and earnings continues to dominate. Matrimony.com put out its earnings. Margins have managed to expand. The total income has come in higher by 12%, but the marriage services EBITDA continues to see a loss. Let's question Murugavel Janakiraman, who is the managing director, now joining in. Thanks for taking time out and being with us. Let's start off with some of the highlights of the quarter gone by. Can you take us through what has contributed to your profit growth, which has been very steady, 91%?
Yeah, basically the matchmaking continues to do well. There's a good increase in profiles, and both in terms of the number of people who are subscribed and continuing increase in ATV. All these factors contribute to the increase in matchmaking revenue, and operating leverage has been helping us to drive a better EBITDA margin in the matchmaking business. While you are continuing to have some challenge in the marriage services business, we are taking the right step, and we hope that marriage services will get better this year, and both in terms of revenue as well as in terms of the ability to control losses in the marriage services business. We do expect the matchmaking business to continue to do well.
That is certainly the growth driver. Your overall matchmaking segment revenue has come in higher by 13.5%. So let's talk about the kind of growth that you're expected to see within this segment. Is it likely to continue?
Yeah, we expect to continue more or less around the same revenue growth this year as well. If the number of profiles get better, probably may do better in the matchmaking revenue.
Okay, fair enough. Now, I understand that the profits for FY18 does include, a one-time receipt towards an obligation, for an agreement between defendants of a litigation in the US. Could you just elaborate on this one-time gain that has come in the financials?
Yeah, we had a legal case which the company settled for around $8 million. That was a couple of years ago. As part of the settlement, I committed to make a voluntary contribution of around $2 million, which I contributed the last financial year. It was one-time contribution. So,
okay, fair enough. Now, the marriage services, the EBITDA losses continue, in this quarter as well at about 4 crores. When do you think we can see a turnaround?
Marriage services, definitely we have a long way to go, because within marriage services we operate 3 businesses: matrimony photography, matrimony bazaar, matrimony mandaps. The most of our revenue for us coming from matrimony photography. In the Q4 we made some changes in terms of how we operate. Earlier used to collect 50% and execute the wedding photography event. We made some changes because there are issues about collecting the payment post the wedding, so we decided to make some changes. We operate now by collecting 75%, and also in terms of package cost, we made some the discount wise we have kind of reduced our discounts. So all these factors has led to the reduction in the revenue, but again we are seeing some good progress. So the marriage services, the photography, we expect to kind of do better from this quarter onwards, and we also expect losses to come down. As I said, the marriage service includes other business as well, the matrimony bazaar, matrimony mandap. All these ventures are in the early stage. You expect the losses in the wedding services to continue for on the years to come actually, but I'm looking at a better growth in the coming years.
Mr. Janakiraman, this question is more from a business model perspective. Now there are so many websites where people are connecting with each other, not as formal as matrimonial. Then Facebook is coming out with an option of people connecting with each other from dating perspective. Do you think this is a threat to your business model, if at all? And if yes, then what are the changes you plan to do going ahead?
Yeah, the one thing about the Indian matchmaking is very complex and very unique, because unlike in the Western market where the boy meets the girl, in India there are so many criteria have to be met, be it religion, language, community, sub-community, horoscope matching. There are many criteria as well. So matchmaking in India is in a way is unique, very complex. We don't expect generic dating sites, and even the Facebook launching of dating will not have any significant impact in the Indian matrimony space. That's one of the reasons you see that the dating services that were launched in India not able to get into a meaningful size. So we expect that the Facebook launching of dating may have some kind of impact in the global market, but we don't see that having any impact in the Indian market. On the product side, we are continuing investing behind machine learning, looking at investing behind artificial intelligence, and continuously looking at improving our product. The way the matrimony.com is structured is that we are not a single website. We have a 15 language-based website, you have a 300 plus community matrimony websites. So considering the cultural nuances of India, we are segmented, all this segment which help us to have a strong hold in the Indian matrimony space. Nevertheless, we continue to monitor how that Facebook dating going to evolve. So at this point of time, we don't see that's going to be any competition for us in the Indian market.
All right, fair enough. Thank you then for joining us and helping us understand your Q4 numbers, what exactly has transpired for matrimony, and the stock in fact is quite upbeat, 6.5% higher as we speak.